kids. Hello, welcome again to the another dhamakedar session of Vedantu Young Wonders. Hope you all are waiting for me. Hello, each and every one of you. Welcome. Answer in the chat box. You all can hear me. You all can see me. Very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Good evening, Devansh. Hello, drawing with fun. Who is there? Pooja. Okay, let's start. Tell me, you all are there. Good evening, each and every one of you. How you all are doing? So let's start with the riddle of the day. How your festive season is going on, kids? Hope you all are enjoying the festive season. Okay, so this is the riddle for the day. I am not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, but water kills me. What am I? Best. Festive season is going best. Good. Okay, so this is the riddle of the day. Just answer in the chat box. I am waiting for your answers. Any one of you? I am not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, but water kills me. Who am I? Come on, each and every one of you. What you all are waiting for? Write the answers of the riddle. Okay, I'm still waiting for your answers. Hello, kids. Hi, each and every one of you. Welcome to another dhamakedar session of Vedantu. Flame. Okay. Fine then. You all can write the answers of the riddle in the chat box. In the meanwhile, we are going to start with the chapter for today. That is Respiration in Organisms for class 7. And yes, this is one of the important chapter. Yes, Bindas Gamer, I got your answer. I don't know the name, but I got your answer. Good. Hello, Vishnu Priya. So what are the learning outcomes of today's session? Like cellular respiration, we are going to discuss types of respiration, then respiration in yeast, that is anaerobic, muscle cells, cockroach, earthworm, frog, fish, and even the plants also we are going to cover. Hey, each and every one of you, Ujjwal, Vishnu Priya, Naman, Sanvi, how you all are doing? So these are the learning outcomes for today's session, and hope you are all are prepared for the session as well, because I already told you that I am coming live today. Okay, Rashmika, how are you doing? Fine then. So you all are aware that you all get energy from the food. Whenever someone is going to ask you from where you get the energy, the answer is food. But do you know how? All living organisms respire to get energy from food. Now you can let me know, ma'am, food we are eating and then it's digesting and we get energy. No. There is one or more process involved in this, that is respiration, by which you get the energy. Hello, Suhani. You have to tell me your name. Hello, Aryan. Hello, Ujjwal. Okay. So what we got from this slide, all living organisms respire to get energy from food. Okay. So in the process of respiration, the first part, what is the breathing? We breathe in oxygen. You all are aware. You all are aware. You have read in the books as well that which gas we breathe in, that is O2. Oxygen is the gas which we breathe in, which is essential for our living, right? Yes. Hello, Kumkum. Hello, Kishore. So, fine then. Let's move. What is respiration? Respiration is the process of gaseous exchange in an organism. Not only the gaseous exchange, gaseous exchange include breathing. Respiration is much more than breathing. That's what we are going to discuss in today's session. Gaseous exchange is the breathing, but respiration is much more than breathing. You got the oxygen and then this oxygen goes to each and every living cell of your body. So first of all, let's start with the process of breathing. You all breathe? Tell me in the chat box. Are you all breathing right now? Are you all breathing right now? Yes? Fine. No, Ujjwal said no. Okay. Plants also take oxygen. Thank you, Kumkum. Breakdown of glucose that we are going to discuss as well. Bindas Gamer, you have to tell me your name, then we'll start. Chaliye. Breathing involves two steps. Now listen to me very carefully. One is inhalation and second is exhalation. So, as you can see, first of all, find out what these organs are. This is your thoracic cavity, in which the first one is the lungs. We have a pair of lungs, means two lungs are there. Then ribs are there, which cover your thoracic cavity, the internal organs, which protect your internal organs. That is with the help of ribs, also known as rib cage. And at the lower third one is the diaphragm. Diaphragm is actually, you can say it's a partition between the thoracic and the abdominal cavity. And in the thoracic cavity, your lungs are situated. Yes, plants also respire, Pranay. Yes is the answer for the plants. Yes. I will let you know how as well today. Okay. Now concentrate on breathing in humans. First concentrate on yourself. Then we'll go to the plants and other animals as well. So in the inhalation process, when you breathe in the air, what happens? The volume of this cavity, what I told you, thoracic cavity. And what is present in your thoracic cavity? Lungs are there. A pair of lungs are there in your thoracic cavity. Pair of lungs, they increase, the cavity increase in the volume and the more and more air rushed out, because volume is inversely proportional to pressure. So pressure is lower inside the thoracic cavity and air rushes inside the thoracic cavity. Again, when you breathe in, hello Vansh, when you breathe in, what happened? The volume of the thoracic cavity increases. How it increases? With the help of the diaphragm, and the diaphragm flat ho jati hai and the rib cage comes out. So volume increase ho jata hai, right? And more air can enter in your lungs. In the next process, that is exhalation, what happens? Air forced out from your lungs. And in exhalation process, volume क्या होता है? Decrease हो जाता है आपके lungs का, cavity का, thoracic cavity का volume decrease हो जाता है, pressure increase हो जाता है, and the air rushes out. Okay, fine. Hope you all got it. What is inhalation and what is exhalation? Yes, Daman, inhalation जब आप सांस अंदर लेते हो वो है inhalation, breathe in. और जब आप बाहर करते हो तो दैट इज एक्सेलेशन, ब्रीथ आउट, बाहर छोड़ना सांस को, राइट? एंड these both the steps comes in the first step, which I already told you, that is known as breathing. Hope you all are aligned. Breathing, inhalation and exhalation, right? The air comes in and it goes out as well. You learned about thoracic cavity, you learned about volume, how it increases and decreases. You learned about inhalation and exhalation. Let's move to the next slide. Let's move. Yes, Ujjwal, I got it. Ribs, Umesh, ribs are the actually, they are a cage of ribs. Ribs क्या करती है? Protect करती है. Structure, bony structure है. They protect your internal organs. किसको protect कर रहे हैं? Lungs को और heart को. Because heart is situated between the two lungs. So ribs protect your internal organs. Okay, चलिए next slide. There are two types of respiration. Okay, breathing हो गई, आपने oxygen ले ली inside the lungs. Now the oxygen is inside your lungs. Now this oxygen from your lungs, it moves to each and every cell of your body. How? With the help of hemoglobin, blood ke through the blood. Okay, in every living cell of your body, now you have oxygen. Aerobic respiration, what happens in aerobic respiration? Okay, give me a the type of respiration in which organism use, क्या use करते हैं organism? Aerobic respiration में oxygen. Aerobic means presence of oxygen. So to burn the food, to get the energy from the food, they utilize oxygen. The type of organism in which, yes, Daman, breathing is a part of respiration. Respiration का जो first part है, that is breathing. You need to take in air. Air को अंदर लेना है lungs तक. और फिर उसका जो दूसरा part है, वो है cellular respiration, जो कि आपकी living cells में होता है. Particular living cells के अंदर. Okay? तो aerobic is the type of respiration in which organism use करते हैं oxygen का for burning the food inside the living cell. Okay, inside the living cell. Okay, now what happens, as I told you, oxygen breathing में कहाँ पे आई? Lungs में. Now through the lungs it just moved to the cell. How? With the help of RBCs. RBCs में क्या present होता है? Hemoglobin. तो ऑक्सीजन हीमोग्लोबिन से बाइंड होती है and then it goes to each and every cell. अब ये जो पार्ट आप देख रहे हैं ये किसका पार्ट है बच्चों? ये है cellular respiration. Cellular respiration means inside the cell. It is actually happening inside the cell. Okay, it is actually happening inside the cell, so it's called as cellular respiration. Cellular means inside the cell. Okay, what happened inside the cell? What is G? Any one of you? What is this G? What is G? हाँ दमन, वॉल्यूम ऑफ चेस्ट कैविटी इंक्रीज करते हैं इनहेलेशन में. करेक्ट है बेटा. ब्रीदिंग इज अ पार्ट ऑफ रेस्पिरेशन. हेलो अलीशा, गुड इवनिंग. So what is G? Any one of you? G stands for? G stands for? Any one of you in the class? What G stands for? Glucose. Very good, Vansh. Well done. G stands for glucose. Correct. Got it. So now we have glucose and oxygen in a living cell. Glucose कहाँ से आया? From where you get the glucose? From the digestion of the food, what you eat, right? Very good, Alisha and Vansh. Now, glucose and oxygen, when they, glucose is actually broken down in the presence of oxygen or burned in the presence of oxygen, we get energy. Why we are eating the food? Because of energy only. And with that, carbon dioxide and water is also released in the process. Correct? Correct, Daman, right? Okay, fine. So hemoglobin में, yes Daman, heme and globin, two elements are there. एक pigment है which imparts red color और एक protein है. और oxygen को hemoglobin bind करता है and it takes oxygen to each and every cell of your body. Now oxygen actually reacts with glucose. It gives you a lot amount of energy to do different work with the water and carbon dioxide. Understood each and every one of you? Yes Shashti, I got your answer. Is it clear? Let's move to the next slide. Aerobic respiration occurs in the presence of oxygen. Okay, and there's a huge amount of energy released in the aerobic respiration. Huge amount. Because our body has trillions of cells, we need much more energy. Come on. Aerobic respiration not only occurs in humans, it takes place in all multicellular organisms, including different animals, plants and other living organisms. So some of you were asking me about the plant. Yes, respiration occurs in the plants and the respiration is aerobic respiration in the plants, that is in the presence of oxygen. Yes? So plants में, fungi में, animals में, हम में, bacteria में, bacteria sometimes unicellular organisms, we can say some examples है जिनमें anaerobic respiration भी होता है. So we'll deal with the anaerobic. So two types of respiration is there. Aerobic, presence of oxygen. Now come to the next one, that is anaerobic. Anaerobic occurs in the absence of oxygen. When the glucose is breaking down in the absence of oxygen. Oxygen की absence में glucose को break down करें, that is called as anaerobic respiration. Okay? Absence of oxygen. So how it happens in the absence of oxygen? Let's understand that how it occurs in the absence of oxygen. And sometimes the organisms are called as facultative anaerobes. कुछ anaerobes होते हैं जो हमेशा anaerobic respiration करते हैं. कुछ organisms ऐसे होते हैं, they will do, sometimes they will do or anaerobic, sometimes they can do aerobic respiration. Right? दो तरह के हो गए, aerobic and anaerobic. Okay. Anaerobic Daman, do you ठीक है. Anaerobic respiration absence of oxygen में होता है and it occurs in some of the organisms. Like एक example मैं आपको देती हूँ yeast का. Yeast is unicellular fungus. Yeast क्या है? Unicellular fungus जिसको हम use किस में करते हैं? लाइक हम प्रेपरेशंस में यूज करते हैं, लाइक यू हैव सीन द यीस्ट इज यूज फॉर फर्मेंटेशन प्रोसेस, फूड के फर्मेंटेशन में, डो बनाने में, लाइक डोसा का डो बनाने में या फिर भटूरे का डो बनाने में। तो यीस्ट में जो रेस्पिरेशन होता है वो एनारोबिक होता है। एनारोबिक मीन्स एब्सेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन। ग्लूकोज ब्रेक डाउन हुआ और क्या बना दिया उसने? एनर्जी एंड एल्कोहल, साथ में प्रोडक्शन ऑफ CO2 एज वेल। दैट्स व्हाई आप देखते हैं जो डो होता है वो वॉल्यूम में इंक्रीज हो जाता है, दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ CO2, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड की प्रोडक्शन की वजह से ऐसा होता है। हे चैतन्य, हाउ आर यू डूइंग? ओके, यस, लाइक प्लांट्स में ह्यूमंस की तरह होता है, बट एनारोबिक रेस्पिरेशन मोस्टली यूनिसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म में होता है। वन मोर पॉइंट इज देयर, एनारोबिक रेस्पिरेशन उन ऑर्गेनिज्म में होता है दे डोंट रिक्वायर मच एनर्जी, like unicellular, एक ही सिंगल सेल है, they have a single cell, they don't require that much of energy। और ATP क्या है? ATP is the form of energy, adenosine triphosphate। क्लियर है सबको? एनारोबिक रेस्पिरेशन में क्या होगा? एब्सेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन, ग्लूकोज ब्रेक डाउन होगा एल्कोहल में, ATP में, ATP मींस एनर्जी, एंड CO2 दैट इज कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड। हाँ, यस अलीशा, करेक्ट। बियर, अल्कोहल फर्मेंटेशन जो होता है वो भी यीस्ट के थ्रू हो सकता है। इडली में भी, यस वंश, करेक्ट है। ढोकला में भी, वेरी गुड, यू ऑल गॉट इट, यू ऑल गॉट इट। नाउ ये लैक्टिक एसिड वाला एरोबिक रेस्पिरेशन विल स्टडी, ये हमारी बॉडी में भी होता है कभी कभी। चलिए, रेस्पिरेशन इन द मसल सेल्स, लाइक समटाइम्स इन द ह्यूमन बॉडी एज वेल। ओके, हैव यू एवर फेल्ट क्रैम्प्स इन योर बॉडी? आप बहुत जल्दी जल्दी दौड़ रहे हैं और थोड़ी देर बाद आपको ऐसा लग रहा है कि मेरे को क्रैम्प्स आ रहे हैं, आई एम नॉट एबल टू मूव नाउ। हैव यू एवर फेल्ट दैट? हाँ, वंश ह्यूमन में होता है, पर कभी कभी ओनली। रेस्पिरेशन मसल सेल्स अकर्स वेरी लेस in absence of oxygen, I can say in lack of oxygen. Absence of oxygen is not a better word, I can say lack of oxygen here. Yes, Anushka? लैक ऑफ ऑक्सीजन में क्या होता है, कभी कभी हमारी बॉडी में जो क्रैम्प्स आते हैं वो इसीलिए आते हैं, राइट? ग्लूकोज जो होता है वो ब्रेक डाउन हो जाता है क्योंकि हमारी बॉडी को इंस्टेंट एनर्जी चाहिए, इंस्टेंट एनर्जी चाहिए आपको, आपकी बॉडी को। तो ग्लूकोज ब्रेक डाउन हो गया, लैक्टिक एसिड, और उसने दिया एनर्जी। बट सबसे ज्यादा एनर्जी किसमें मिलती है? सबसे ज्यादा एनर्जी मिलती है किसमें? एरोबिक रेस्पिरेशन में। और दैट्स वाई जितने भी ज्यादातर मल्टीसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म होते हैं दे जस्ट प्रिफर एरोबिक रेस्पिरेशन। ठीक है, हमारी बॉडी में कभी कभी मसल सेल्स में व्हेन देयर इज अ लैक ऑफ एनर्जी, लैक्टिक एसिड इज प्रोड्यूस्ड। इसका नाम याद रखिएगा, इट विल आस्क इन द एग्जामिनेशन। लैक्टिक एसिड इज प्रोड्यूस्ड, कैरीड टू द सेल्स ऑफ द बॉडी बाय द प्रोटीन कैरियर, एंड देन क्या होता है? लैक्टिक एसिड और एनर्जी रिलीज हो जाती है और स्टोर्ड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ ग्लाइकोजन। ग्लाइकोजन जिस फॉर्म में स्टोर हो जाता है ग्लूकोज, ठीक है, स्टोर हो गई आपकी एनर्जी, जब भी जरूरत है यू कैन यूटिलाइज। अच्छा, प्रैक्टिकल हनुमान, प्रैक्टिकल तो हो ही रहा है हनुमान भक्त, व्हाट इज योर नेम बच्चे? प्रैक्टिकल तो हो ही रहा है, ब्रीद करो, प्रैक्टिकल है। रेस्पिरेशन तो आप यू कैन डू प्रैक्टिकली, है ना, ब्रीद इन ब्रीद आउट, दैट इज व्हाट वी आर डूइंग प्रैक्टिकली, इजंट इट? चलिए, एटीपी की फुल फॉर्म आई विल लेट यू नो, जस्ट गिव मी अ सेकेंड। हाँ, lactic acid produce is carried to the cells of the body and is used as a fuel by the energy fabrics and in the muscle cells, and then it is stored in the form of glycogen. लैक्टिक एसिड ग्लाइकोजन के फॉर्म में स्टोर हो गया और एनर्जी आपने यूटिलाइज की टू डू डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ वर्क। अब एटीपी की फुल फॉर्म देख लीजिए, एडिनोसिन ट्राइफॉस्फेट। वन ऑफ यू आस्क्ड, एटीपी इज द एनर्जी करेंसी ऑफ द सेल। एनर्जी करेंसी का क्या मतलब है? इन दिस फॉर्म एनर्जी इज देयर इन द सेल, सो एटीपी क्या है? एनर्जी करेंसी ऑफ द सेल। क्लियर है आपको? एनर्जी करेंसी इज एटीपी, एडिनोसिन ट्राइफॉस्फेट, E. Correct? That is the energy currency. And this is O बच्चों, right? Okay, done. ग्लाइकोजन, अनुष्का, ग्लाइकोजन एक कॉम्प्लेक्स फॉर्म है जिसमें फूड स्टोर हो जाता है। कॉम्प्लेक्स फॉर्म कहिए, ग्लूकोज इज द सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म और ग्लाइकोजन इज द कॉम्प्लेक्स फॉर्म इन विच द फूड इज स्टोर्ड इन योर बॉडी, यू कैन से दैट, राइट? अच्छा, मैं एक एग्जाम्पल से आपको समझाती हूँ। आप सबके घरों में स्टोर होंगे ना, आपके सबके घर में यू हैव द स्टोर, मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल। स्टोर में आप कैसे स्टोर करते हो? लाइक आप ऐसे करते हो, एक ब्रश अलग रखा है, एक सोप अलग रखा है, नहीं ना, you just compact them and store them like this. If glucose is the simplest form, but if it is stored in our body, it can stored in the complex. ठीक है, आपने कुछ यूनिट्स को कंबाइन किया एंड देन यू कैन स्टोर. ओके फाइन, क्लियर है? यस, एनी डाउट्स? and adenosine triphosphate. Now come to the lactic acid. Glucose से lactic acid बना, absence की जगह you can write it lack of oxygen, then muscles get the energy. I got the energy by breathing faster. You all can feel that. Practical आप खुद करिएगा, run करिएगा after the session and you can do the practical. When you run, after sometimes you find that you have muscle cramps. You will feel that वो muscle cramps है because that time your body needs more energy and in a lack of oxygen, lactic acid and energy is formed. Muscular cramps, और muscular cramps कैसे ठीक हो सकते हैं? You can use a warm water, lukewarm water to ease out the muscular cramps. Right? Even one more example I can let you know. When you are exercising and when you are exercising in a day in a room which is actually closed, after some time you will feel that there's difficulty in breathing and you will feel the cramps. The same thing is happening. Lack of oxygen, lactic acid is formed. Yes? Energy production occurs in both aerobic and anaerobic respiration because respiration हो ही इसीलिए रहा है कि we have to do the energy production. That's why we are doing the respiration. But aerobic respiration में जो energy release होती है is much more as compared to the anaerobic respiration. अगर मैं aerobic respiration में करूँ तो total 38 ATP release होते हैं, 38 adenosine triphosphate, और anaerobic में केवल 2. So you can see the huge gap between them, and that's why we prefer aerobic respiration, humans, because we need more energy for that. Okay? Actually, lukewarm water, you got some heat energy for that, na? That helps you the molecules to move easily, right? Fine. Respiration in humans. So we discussed about the breathing and the cellular respiration now. Okay. And see, these are 2 lungs you are having. Yes. A pair of lungs. So this is the path from where the air goes. Your nostrils, then it goes to the pharynx, which is the common passage, बच्चों. Then it goes to the, from nostrils से nasal cavity से pharynx, which is the common passage, pharynx से trachea. Can you see this? This is the trachea. And trachea का एक feature होता है. Any one of you? Savitri, I can't get beta. Can you write aerobic and anaerobic में difference? I will let you know. Don't worry. Don't worry. हाँ, change कर लो font once. Thank you. सावित्री फॉन्ट चेंज कर लो. सो ट्रैकिया में क्या होते हैं बेटा? रिंग्स होती हैं. दे हैव द रिंग्स टू प्रिवेंट द कोलैप्सिंग ऑफ द ट्रैकिया बिकॉज ट्रैकिया कंसिस्ट ऑफ ओनली एयर. टू प्रिवेंट दैट कोलैप्सिंग दे हैव सम रिंग्स. ओके, यस, फाइन देन. And then from the trachea it goes to bronchi, bronchioles, and finally the balloon shaped structure called as alveoli. Yes, Anushka, right. Cartilaginous rings. Correct. To prevent the collapsing. Correct. So breathing rate, the number of times a person breathes in a minute is termed as its breathing rate. Number of times it breathes. The person breathes. It's called as breathing rate of a person. Okay. Normal respiration rate for an adult person at rest range from 12 to 16 breaths per minute. You can count your as well. Breathe is inhale, exhale, 1 breath. Inhale, exhale, 2 breath. So in a minute, it's 12 to 16 breath per minute. You all can count out after the session. Hope I am clear to each and every one of you. Any doubts till now? Let me know. Okay, alveoli is a balloon-shaped structure that increase the surface area for more and more absorption of oxygen. And it's richly supplied with the blood vessels. From alveoli, the oxygen moves to the blood and it transported to each and every living cell of your body. Right? Acha. Now, after composition of inhaled and exhaled air, we'll discuss about the difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So, composition of the inhaled air. In inhalation, what air you have inhaled, that contains nitrogen is always, you know, the composition of nitrogen in the atmosphere is also 78%. So, the oxygen is much more, right? Is much more as compared to the other, as compared to carbon dioxide. And when you discuss the composition of the exhaled air, then carbon dioxide, the percentage is more than the oxygen. It doesn't mean that when you exhale, there is no oxygen. Yes, oxygen is there because you are exhaling air, but the percentage of oxygen is very less. Percentage of carbon dioxide is much more when you exhale the air. Okay? And in the inhaled air, the percentage of oxygen is much more as compared to carbon dioxide. Similarity and difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Similarity is that the respiration, whether it is aerobic or anaerobic, energy is released. That is the similarity. Difference is that aerobic respiration occurs in the presence of oxygen and the anaerobic respiration occurs in the absence of oxygen. Second difference, bachcho, the energy which is formed in the aerobic respiration is much more as compared to the anaerobic respiration. Then in the third difference, you can write the examples. Aerobic respiration, humans, plants, many animals. Anaerobic, yeast, example hai some of the bacteria as well. Right? Correct? हाँ अनुष्का it can beta. How much are alveoli? Alveoli are balloon shaped structure. They increase the surface area. They are much bigger as compared to the other one. And alveoli are also the structure and the functional unit of lungs. They are also called as structural and the functional unit of lungs. Fine, got it? All questions done? All your doubts cleared? So lung capacity, the average total lung capacity of an adult human male is about 6 liters of air. That much air adult human can have. This is the lung capacity. Okay. One more thing I want to make it clear to all of you. Again, before I'm going to start with the respiration in other organisms, that in humans, one is breathing, second is cellular respiration. You breathe oxygen, air in which maximum oxygen is there because you need that. From alveoli, it goes to each and every, it goes to the blood to each and every living cell. That there cellular respiration occurs in which glucose is breaking down in the presence of oxygen. You got carbon dioxide, water and a lot amount of energy that you utilize for the different type of work. Right? Hope I am clear? अच्छा, लंग कैपेसिटी का मतलब है कितनी कैपेसिटी है आपके लंग की, कितना आप एयर आपके लंग में हो सकता है, दैट इज द कैपेसिटी. एक टाइम में कितनी एयर हो सकती है आपके लंग में, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द लंग कैपेसिटी. होप आई एम क्लियर टू ईच एंड एवरी वन ऑफ यू. ठीक है. हाँ, वन मोर थिंग आई वांट टू टेल यू बिफोर आई एम गोइंग टू द नेक्स्ट वन, दैट when you exhale the carbon dioxide, you exhale. So carbon dioxide is produced in the process of cellular respiration. है ना, जब ग्लूकोज ब्रोकन डाउन होता है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड प्रोड्यूस होती है, और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड बिकॉज इट्स अ वेस्ट फॉर योर बॉडी, इट गोज आउट. सेम पैसेज कैसे, वो ब्लड में आएगा, ब्लड से लंग्स में, एंड देन इट्स फोर्स्ड आउट. फाइन किड्स, लेट्स मूव टू द नेक्स्ट पार्ट, रेस्पिरेशन इन अदर ऑर्गेनिज्म. ओके, डायमीटर 0.2 mm होता है किसका, एल्विलाई का. एंड देयर आर सो मेनी एल्विलाई, नॉट ओनली वन, देयर आर सो मेनी एल्विलाई इन योर लंग्स, राइट? ओके, रेस्पिरेशन इन अदर ऑर्गेनिज्म वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट विद नाउ. लंग कैपेसिटी क्लियर हो गई. देयर इज ऑलवेज, देयर इज, हाँ लंग कैपेसिटी यही है. हाँ जानती हूँ सावित्री, राइट, आई नो हर. ठीक है. एंड वन मोर थिंग आई वांट टू टेल यू, लंग्स में हमेशा एक रेजिडुअल वॉल्यूम रहता है. आपने मेरा पहला वाला वीडियो देखा है बेटा, आई जस्ट टोल्ड अबाउट द फैक्ट्स, अमेजिंग फैक्ट्स अबाउट द ह्यूमन बॉडी. उसमें मैंने एक फैक्ट बताया है दैट लंग्स फ्लोट कर सकते हैं आपके लंग्स. सो वो फैक्ट इज रिलेटेड टू, बिकॉज लंग्स हैव ऑलवेज द रेजिडुअल वॉल्यूम. कभी भी आपके लंग्स खाली नहीं होते, इवन आफ्टर द फोर्सफुल एक्सेलेशन. आपने फोर्सफुली एक्सेल कर दिए फिर भी सारी एयर बाहर नहीं गई, There is always a residual volume in your lungs. That's why your lungs can float. Respiration in other organisms. Right? मेंटी बहुत जल्दी स्टार्ट करेंगे. Now focus बच्चों, it's very important. Respiration in cockroach. How many of you like cockroach? कितनों को अच्छा लगता है cockroach बच्चों? How many of you like cockroach? As an insect, you can pet the cockroach. No, no one. Okay. Fine, Srishti, fine, Vansh. Chaliye. Now let's see how the respiration occurs. So like you have nostrils, है ना? To inhale the air, you all have nostrils. The cockroach has spiracle. They are holes or on the sides of the body. Okay? There are the places on the sides of the body from which the air enters. And then there is trachea. The whole trunk is known as tracheal trunk. From the spiracles, this goes to the trachea. Cockroaches don't have lungs. They goes to the tracheal tube, trachea, and then the energy is released and finally the carbon dioxide goes out. That is how the respiration occurs in cockroach. It's easy. You don't like? Even I don't like cockroach. But in the night time, there are many cockroaches sometimes, right? They are nocturnal animals जो night में active होते हैं. Cockroaches are one of the nocturnal animals which are actually active in the night time. Okay? Spiracles हो गए, trachea में गया spiracles से, and then energy is released. Cercus और cerci क्या होते हैं? Anal part होता है cockroach का. Okay? That is how respiration occurs. So cockroach have small openings. The small openings are also called as spiracles. They are present on the sides of the body, both sides of the body. After that, they have an air tube-like structure called as trachea that allow the exchange of gases. Spiracle se gaya trachea mein, and the air from the cells enter the trachea and moves out. The same process. Spiracles, trachea, cells. Oxygen. Fine. Then carbon dioxide, cells, trachea, spiracles, it goes out. Hope I am clear? Fine, Vansh. You can go. How many parts of your body? Your body like gaseous exchange आपका lungs में होता है alveoli में. Beta Daman, because you have the whole respiratory system. Humans have the whole respiratory system for that, right? Now come to the earthworms. How many of you ever touch the earthworm or hold them? Tell me how they feel like. No, not how they look like, how they feel like. Any one of you? No, not any scientific reason, Anushka, behind this. But sometimes, everyone, I think. Okay. So respiration in earthworms कैसे होते हैं? Earthworms होते हैं कैसे? They are, how they look like. Come on quickly, each and every one of you. Participate. That's why I'm taking the live chat now, live session, so that we can participate. How respiration in earthworm occurs. So tell me how they look like, how they feel like. If any one of you touch the earthworm. Slimy, right? Because respiration occurs, gaseous exchange occurs through the skin. That's why they are slimy. Oxygen through the skin goes inside and the carbon dioxide outside. So earthworms have a very soft, sliming and moist skin. Soft, slimy and the moist skin. Hence the gases can easily pass in and out of the earthworm through the skin. Yes, it can occur through the skin. Right, Anisha, right, Ujjwal. Earthworms, yes, through the moist skin is the correct answer. Gaseous exchange can occur with the help of the moist skin. And the moist skin, the slimy structure helps them to move as well. Because earthworms don't have bones. So they have to move with the help of muscles only. They don't have the bony structure to give them the structural framework. ठीक है? तो वो कैसे move करते हैं? With the help of, how they move? With the help of the muscles. तो slimy जो structure होता है, moist skin होता है, वो movement में भी help करता है and it's also for the gaseous exchange. Good. Come to respiration in frogs. Any one of you? Yes, Daman, correct. Blood capillaries also do a gaseous exchange. Yes, capillaries are the very fine one cell thick blood vessels. So the alveoli of the human are actually richly supplied with the blood capillaries, and gaseous exchange takes place there only. Okay, fine kids, come on. So frogs, you all are aware, they are amphibians. What do you understand by amphi? Both. Amphi means both. They can live in water as well as land, isn't it? So frogs also have a slippery and the moist skin that can help them in breathing. So जो moist skin के through होता है इसे कहते हैं cutaneous respiration. That is called as cutaneous respiration. However, frogs have lungs too, because they live on land as well. So respiration can occur with the help of lungs as well. So two types of respiration. One is pulmonary with the help of the lungs, and the second respiration in the frog is the cutaneous respiration with the help of skin. Skin के help से हो सकता है, and also yes, correct Naren, very good. So there are two types of respiration, pulmonary as well as cutaneous respiration, that can occur through the skin and the lungs as well. Dual means both. Respiration भी दो तरीके से, and they can live in land and water as well. Yes. How many of you like frog? Yes, Daman, correct. Through the skin, cutaneous respiration, and through the like lungs, you can say, right? Good. Then come to the respiration in aquatic animals. So which type of aquatic animals we are going to discuss? That is, one is the fish, right? So you all heard that the fish respire with the help of gills, right? See what happened? There's the opening of the mouth, water and oxygen goes out. Oxygen is actually dissolved in water for the aquatic organism, right? Then now the gill cover is closed. Then when the mouth is closed, the water and oxygen is there, gill cover is open. Okay. So inhale के समय क्या होता है? What is happening in inhaling process? Mouth open, gill cover closed, right? And what happens in exhaling process? Mouth is closed and the gill cover open, right? That's how inhale and exhaling occurs in the aquatic organism, and the particular organ is called as gills in them. See the gills of the fish. Oxygen is dissolved in the water, then it through the gills, it goes to each and every living cell. After the gills, like the lungs we are having, they have gills. In every living cell, the same thing happens. Aerobic respiration. Glucose is breaking down in the presence of oxygen. Energy is released, carbon dioxide and water. So the carbon dioxide which is released comes out because it's a waste product. In the exhalation process, it goes out. Okay, I will ask some questions in the end and let's see who is going to answer it very first. Correct? Fine then. So animals that live underwater have special respiratory organs called as gills. Gills are a comb-like structure, as you have seen in the previous slide as well. They are the comb-like structure present on the skin of these animals, and they allow the exchange of gases, right, between animals and the water. Oxygen is dissolved in water. Yes, aquatic organism में अमोनिया रिलीज होती है. अमोनिया इज अ नाइट्रोजीनियस वेस्ट. ठीक है, हमारी बॉडी में यूरिया है, aquatic organism में अमोनिया है. That is called as nitrogenous waste. Good, Jugal Kishore. Fine. Now come to the most important and most confusing topic. Why I am calling it confusing topic? Because most of the students get actually confused that respiration occurs in plants or not. Plants respire, plants take oxygen, yes. But what we have heard that the plants take carbon dioxide and gives out oxygen, right? But there are two processes occurs in the plants. One is respiration, that is same like what we are doing. The respiration process in the plants is same like us. They take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide, right? Yes, Naren, correct. So respiration in plants is same like humans. They take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. Isn't it? Then what is the process in which carbon dioxide is taken and oxygen is released? That is photosynthesis. So photosynthesis and the respiration, they are the different process occurs in the plant. Respiration, oxygen is released, oxygen is taken in, carbon dioxide is released. Like same. You can ask them when plants need energy. Yes. Plants need energy. However, the requirement of the energy is low as compared to humans because they don't move from one place to another. But still they need energy, right? To do their metabolic activities. So, how the plants take inside the oxygen? How they take inside the oxygen? I'm waiting for your answers. How plants take in oxygen? Any one of you? Any one of you? Hello, Shruti and Athar. How plants take in oxygen? Do they have any specialized structure to take in oxygen inside them? Hello, Kadambari. Plants. We are talking about plants, kids. Yes. The leaves of the plants particularly have the structure known as stomata. Yes. The plant has stomata and the singular one is stoma. Stoma means a pore. Can you see this, Bachu? This is only a pore. What is the meaning of the stoma? It's pore. With the help of the stoma, pore, gaseous exchange takes place in plants. Oxygen in the respiration goes inside the plant and the carbon dioxide comes out. Right? Fine. So, the gaseous exchange occurs with the help of stoma. Stoma is the singular one, that is one pore. Stomata is the plural. Then when there are many pores, then that is stomata. Hello, Ishanvi. Okay? Fine. So, respiration occurs same in the plants as well. Oxygen goes inside, glucose is broken down, and then energy is released. Yes, guard cells. Let me tell you what are guard cells. Very good question, Vansh. See, the pore is guarded by the two cells. These two cells are known as guard cells. Do you know what is the function of a guard? What is the function of a guard? Any one of you? What is the function of a guard? Guard actually protects something. So here the two guard cells regulate the opening and the closing of the pore. If this is the pore, stoma, guard cells regulate the opening. Closed, open. Closed, open. Right? So this is the function of the guard cells to regulate the opening and the closing of the pore, stomata. Right. Correct. Fine. You all got the function of the guard cells? Good. Yes, when gaseous exchange is required and even the transpiration also occurs with the help of pores only. Loss of water in the form of water vapor that occurs from the stomatal aperture or the stomata. Yes, got it? Guard cells to protect. Yes, they are also protecting. They are also regulating the opening and the closing of the pore. They allow gases to exchange, allow gaseous exchange in the leaves. That is the function of stomata. Then oxygen goes inside. Glucose is already there, which is produced in the process of photosynthesis. It goes to each and every living cell. Glucose breakdown in the presence of oxygen. What are the products? Carbon dioxide, water, and energy. Right? Carbon dioxide can be utilized in the process of photosynthesis. Plants के लिए carbon dioxide is not a waste. They can utilize carbon dioxide in the process of photosynthesis and release oxygen. Okay, I have a question for all of you. Have you ever heard the people said that don't like when in the night time, don't sit below the trees or don't sleep below the trees. Any one of you? Plants always gives us oxygen. Then why it is advised? Some of the people are scared. They said that कि वहाँ पे कोई भूत होता है or like some. Are you all aligned with this? The ghost is there. That's why we are not doing it. No, oxygen only with the help of stomata beta. Root से तो water and minerals absorb होते हैं दम, right? Oxygen नहीं. Oxygen तो gas है ना बेटा. Gas के लिए we need a pore, we need an opening. We need an opening and that is stoma. Correct? Yes. Very good Anushka, because they exhale carbon dioxide in night. Respiration predominant होता है night time में. Photosynthesis होता है plant में, but photo in the presence of light, right? So carbon dioxide release करते हैं and you are also releasing carbon dioxide, then what is the use? Right? You don't scared. Very good. अगर आप scared नहीं करते हैं ghost से, then it's very good. चलिए. Before I'm going to ask about the queries, let me give you a quick recap what we have discussed. We have discussed the respiration process in humans. I told you about the respiration in different animals: frog, fish, that is aquatic, cockroach, earthworm, and last but not the least in the plants. So in the plants, photosynthesis and respiration, they are opposite process. Photosynthesis में carbon dioxide plants take and release oxygen. In the respiration, they take oxygen and release carbon dioxide. You can ask your doubts. Any queries? Because this is a live session, please ask your doubts. I am 1 minute, I am taking your doubts and then we'll move. Here I just want to write photosynthesis की आपको equation already पता ही है, and in one of the session we'll discuss nutrition. Plants already cover हो गया है, but if you want session particularly for photosynthesis, I can make like 15 to 20 minute session for that as well. Yes. Leguminous plants, Shrushti and Athav, are those plants that actually nitrogen जो होती है ना, nitrogen is the predominant gas. You all are aware, है ना? 78% होती है, but plants cannot take the nitrogen directly. Like they can take oxygen directly, they can take carbon dioxide through the pores, but not nitrogen. There is a reason, because nitrogen की जो gas होती है उसके बीच में N के बीच में triple bond होता है, and it's not easy to break down this triple bond. That's why we need some more energy to break down this bond. It can occur due to help of the atmospheric nitrogen fixation और बायोलॉजिकल नाइट्रोजन फिक्सेशन. बायोलॉजिकल नाइट्रोजन फिक्सेशन में कुछ ऑर्गेनिज्म होते हैं, बैक्टीरिया लाइक राइजोबियम इज वन ऑफ द कॉमन वन. देयर आर सम अदर फ्री लिविंग बैक्टीरिया. तो दीज बैक्टीरिया लिव इन द लेगुमिनस रूट नोड्यूल्स ऑफ द लेगुमिनस प्लांट. ऐसे रूट में स्ट्रक्चर होते हैं. दे बैक्टीरिया लिव इन द लेगुमिनस प्लांट. लेगुमिनस प्लांट क्या हो गया? पी, पल्सेस. ओके, सो वहां पर वो रहते हैं, ठीक. और वहां पर रह के वो क्या करते हैं? बैक्टीरिया नाइट्रोजन को फिक्स करते हैं. फिक्स का मतलब नाइट्रोजन को, बैक्टीरिया के पास ऐसे कुछ एंजाइम होते हैं जो उस नाइट्रोजन को कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं इजी फॉर्म में. तो प्लांट्स कैन टेक दैट फॉर्म नाइट्रेट्स में, नाइट्राइट्स में. ओके, और प्लांट क्या करता है? बैक्टीरिया के लिए फूड बना देता है. सो दे बोथ आर इन द सिम्बायोटिक रिलेशनशिप. सिम्बायोटिक मींस दे बोथ आर हेल्पिंग ईच अदर. दोनों एक दूसरे को हेल्प करते हैं, ठीक है. लेग्यूमिनस प्लांट और बैक्टीरिया का जो एसोसिएशन है वो सिम्बायोटिक है. दे बोथ हेल्प ईच अदर. क्लियर है बच्चों? और कुछ फ्री लिविंग बैक्टीरिया भी होते हैं बेटा जो नाइट्रोजन फिक्सेशन में हेल्प करते हैं, बट राइजोबियम इज लाइक विद द लेग्यूमिनस प्लांट्स. ओके, फोटोसिंथेसिस. फोटोसिंथेसिस वैसे तो हम किसी और सेशन में पर्टिकुलर ले लेंगे. अगर आपको लगता है कि फोटोसिंथेसिस पे सेशन आना चाहिए तो कमेंट कीजिए ना, कमेंट कीजिए, लाइक कीजिए, सेशन को शेयर कीजिए. क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं? मेरे को लग रहा है कि सब्सक्राइब तो है आप सबके पास, बट ये जो लाइक शेयर और कमेंट है ना, इसमें बहुत कमी है. तो कमेंट क्या करेंगे आप कि कौन सा चैप्टर आपको चाहिए, लाइक पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक भी कमेंट कर सकते हैं, लाइक फोटोसिंथेसिस. तो आई कैन मेक अ 15 to 20 minutes video for the process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis process में photo means light. So plants synthesized food in the presence of light. Carbon dioxide, sunlight, chlorophyll and water. Then they give glucose, oxygen and water. Yes, Manoj. Mutual symbiotic relationship. They are mutually helping each other. सबने like कर दिया वीडियो को? All of you like the video? So, how do roots get the oxygen? Daman? With the help of like आपको कैसे ऑक्सीजन आती है? आपने नॉस्ट्रल से ली हो, केवल लंग्स तक चली गई ऑक्सीजन? ट्रांसपोर्ट से, राइट? ऑक्सीजन दे ऑल्सो हैव अ पोर्स. सब में अलग अलग पोर्स होते हैं, रूट्स में भी होते हैं, बट जो एब्जॉर्प्शन मेन होता है रूट्स के हेयर से वो वाटर एंड मिनरल्स का होता है, सॉइल से. अगर ऑक्सीजन लेनी है तो पोर्स के थ्रू होता है. दे ऑल्सो हैव. बेटा फोटोसिंथेसिस जो वंश है ना वो 11-12 तक भी पढ़ाया जाता है. इसके बहुत सारे हायर स्टेप्स हैं. ठीक है, 7th क्लास के लिए थोड़ा लोअर ग्रेड का है. जब 11th क्लास में जाओगे तो आप पढ़ोगे केल्विन साइकिल, आप पढ़ोगे फोटोसिंथेसिस के पर्टिकुलर लाइट एंड डार्क रिएक्शन, है ना? ओके, एनी अदर डाउट्स फॉर द चैप्टर? मोशन इन टाइम हमने लास्ट किया था. ओके बच्चों, नेक्स्ट हम आपके जो भी डाउट्स आएंगे ना उसके अकॉर्डिंग मैं वीडियो प्रिपेयर करूंगी. मैं कोशिश करती हूँ लाइव जाने की, बट समटाइम्स आई विल नॉट गेट द टाइम. तो आप रिकॉर्डेड सेशन में भी अपने व्यूज दिया करिए. जाइलम फॉर वाटर एंड फिलोएम फॉर फूड. यस, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. गुड. अच्छा, इंटरनल हेमोरेज पूछा था किसी ने. इंटरनल ब्लीडिंग हो जाए ना बॉडी के किसी भी ऑर्गन में ड्यू टू एनी इंजरी, वो इंटरनल हेमोरेज होता है. ब्लीडिंग के बाद क्लॉटिंग होना शुरू हो जाए. तो अगर क्लॉटिंग हो गई कहीं ऐसी जगह पे तो ब्लड फ्लो नहीं करेगा, ऑक्सीजन नहीं जाएगी, तो वो पार्ट क्या होगा, धीरे धीरे इट विल गेट लैक ऑफ ऑक्सीजन. वो बॉडी से ऑक्सीजन नहीं, एनर्जी नहीं, काम करना बंद, राइट? फुल फॉर्म वाटर की तो वाटर ही है बेटा. वाई डू वी गेट आफ्टर हैवी एक्सरसाइज, हम थक जाते हैं बिकॉज ऑफ द लैक ऑफ ऑक्सीजन. आपकी बॉडी क्या बना देती है, लैक्टिक एसिड एंड लेस अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी, राइट? फाइन. क्रैम्स आफ्टर, इसीलिए क्रैम्स आते हैं आपको. क्रैम्स आते हैं, दर्द होता है जो, वो क्रैम्स इसीलिए होते हैं, लैक ऑफ एनर्जी. लैक ऑफ एनर्जी नरेंद्र. डाइजेशन इन ऑर्गेनिज्म कंटेंट ऑल्सो. ठीक है, आप लिखते जाइएगा और मैं आपके जो कमेंट्स लेके, जिसमें भी सबसे ज्यादा कमेंट्स होंगे आई विल. ड्यू टू द accumulation of lactic acid. Yes, correct. Less energy and accumulation of lactic acid in the muscles. Okay. I like interacting with all of you, bachcho. Is there any other doubts? So always come in the live session. When there is a live session, always come in the live session. Why do we feel hungry after physical activity? Because your energy is utilized, right? You are utilizing your energy. Or energy to aapko chahiye for doing the activities. You need more energy then. Yes, Narendra? Okay, bachcho, thank you each and every one of you. We'll meet in the next session. And I'm waiting for your likes, comments and share so that we can make a video. So these actually like and share, these are actually the motivation for the teacher. Okay, it doesn't mean कि teacher को बहुत like चाहिए, but motivation तो चाहिए ना, that like you all are watching the videos, you all are commenting, right? कि this is what we need, right? Hello Supriya. Fine, question पूछती हूँ. चलिए, before I just move out, I just ask you the question, and the question is that what is the structural and the functional unit of lungs in humans? Structural and the functional unit of lungs. Come on quickly, कौन इसका सबसे पहले आंसर देता है? Let's see who is going to answer it first. Structural and the functional unit of lungs. I told you in the session itself. Fine digestion बच्चे, fine Ashok, fine Vansh. आंसर करो. ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. ओके, आंसर करो. फंक्शनल एंड स्ट्रक्चरल यूनिट ऑफ लंग्स इन ह्यूमंस. कम ऑन. Alveoli. First correct answer. Very well done, Daman. Alveoli. Right. That is the structure and the functional unit. Okay. What is the name of the structure by which the gaseous exchange occurs in plants? Next question. Good. Daman, Alisha, Vansh. What is the name of the structure by which gaseous exchange occurs in the plants? Gaseous exchange occurs in the plants. Come on. Name of the structure by which gaseous exchange occurs in the plants. Yes? Stomata. First correct answer by Daman. Very good. Then Vansh. Well done. Daman, Vansh, again. Okay, kids. Well done. Well done. Thank you, each and every one of you. Will definitely meet in the next session. And according to your comments, I will take the next topic. Okay, Naren, good. Good, Kadambri, Alicia. Well done, kids. Bye then.